the class of 2018. As our graduates are seated, I'd ask that you remain standing. We want to thank Madame Gendron and the Ashbury College Band for their musical renditions this morning, and we will now have them, absolutely. And we will now have them lead us off with our national anthem. Madame Gendron.
There we go, found the sweet spot.
Thank you, and please be seated.
Morning, everyone. Morning, graduates. I'm not sure if they're awake yet. Good morning, graduates.
Good morning.
Excellent. Welcome to our 126th closing celebration. Much has changed in our world since that time, in 1892, when the school was first established. The world was a much simpler and slower place. Today, the challenges that our students face are both challenging and awesome in their size. What we hope we've done for our students is we've given them the skills to be able to take on those challenges. So I just want to briefly comment on three areas that I believe that you have now achieved that in terms of skills that will help you move forward in this ever-changing world. And the three are empathy, internationalism, and critical thinking skills. First of all, our students care. Our school captains here, who you'll be hearing from soon, wrote the students from Stoneman Douglas High School earlier in the year after they experienced that terrible incident back in February. And let me briefly quote what they wrote. What your students' teachers have done by speaking up is an inspiration to all of us youth all over the world, including students here at Ashbury. It is important that they are aware of the power they have, especially the voice for the right reasons. We appreciate you reminding us of that. And I appreciated being reminded of that as well. For many, many decades ago, when I was in high school, students raised their voice about issues around the civil rights movement and how that affected all of us. So young people have an opportunity to provide leadership on these issues. We also saw empathy after April 6th with the Humboldt Broncos bus crash, where students put out their hockey sticks as a sign of solidarity, recognizing that that could have happened just as well to any one of us. So in a world that doesn't always show that it cares, this class, these students are showing empathy, a great personal skill. You've also become international, and I think this is very important as well because our school represents over 50 countries. In a recent board of directors retreat, we actually heard from students who talked about the value of internationalism to them. They talked about learning about other cultures, about understanding each other's differences, by valuing each other's perspectives. And this is critical in the complex world we live in. As chair of the board and in the school quite often, I've watched our students play together and playing sports together. I've watched them study together. I've heard them talk about presentations they're making together, and I've seen them socialize together. This gives me a great deal of personal confidence that we're going to give, these students will give us an opportunity to improve the situation that we've passed to them. And we're actually sorry we've had to give that challenge to you. If I could give you one bit of personal advice on this, please never forget the international relationships you've made, and please try to nurture them, because we're counting on you to change our world. And thirdly, you develop some very good critical thinking skills. With the continued growth of fake news, where you hear two sides of a story, never quite sure which is accurate, we really need people who are really focused on trying to find out what is really going on. You're going to be forced to make decisions on limited and unclear information, and you're going to have to decide faster and faster without always recognizing all of the factors that you need to consider. We know you have strong opinions, and you need to stand up for what is right. We need you to talk to leaders from a perspective of talking truth to power, and you should never worry about doing that. One of the legendary agents of change in the railway industry once told me, in times of rapid change, experience can be your worst enemy. That's because the way we've done things in the past doesn't mean it's the way we can do things in the future. So never let someone say to you, because you don't have the experience, that you don't have the right to speak truth to power. So I ask you to take that empathy, that internationalism, and critical thinking, and cook that as your recipe for making change in the rest of your career. And one last personal thought I'd like to share with you. Never, never, never be embarrassed about asking questions, and continuing to ask questions till you're satisfied that you understand an issue. The most valuable trait you can have in any future role that you play is that desire to really understand what's going on. So never surrender your curiosity. There are a great number of people I would like to express some thanks to today, and I hope the students will as well. First is I want to talk about our teachers. Students, your teachers have helped you to open your minds, and I can assure you, you will remember them for the rest of your life. You will particularly remember the teacher that you particularly connected with, that's really got you fascinated and interested in a particular subject. I ask you today to take a minute or two to go reach out to that teacher today and thank them for being that pivotal in your career here. Fareed Zakaria of CNN fame recently reminded all of us that teaching is the one profession that makes all other professions possible. What a remarkable gift our teachers provide our students. And students, I'd ask you as a parent to thank your parents today. I mean really thank your parents. They've provided you an outstanding opportunity coming to Ashbury. Your parents do know that you appreciate it, but if you really want to put a smile on their face, thank them. Take that couple minutes to do that. They wanted you to come here so you could be successful, and they wanted to provide you a world-class foundational education that will last you a lifetime. I want to thank the leadership team under Norman's leadership. This team works extremely hard in the school. Their leadership team puts in a great deal of time, shows a great deal of compassion, a great deal of passion in making this an outstanding school. In a time where personal challenges make managing in a school environment very challenging, they work their way through all of those issues. This makes Ashbury the unique experience that it is. I also want to thank the administrative team and the operations group who make everything work here, no matter what issues arise. And I do mean everything. And as you look around today, this is a prime example. You know, people have been here since sunrise almost, making sure all of this works. All of these individuals, and I've seen them all in action, really do care about the students and the success of the school. I also want to thank our neighbors. You know, we're in the middle of a big neighborhood here. And if you see them today, I ask you to thank them for sharing this neighborhood with us. We've both been together for a very long time in this neighborhood. I want to also thank my fellow board members, many of whom have given freely of their time for many, many years. And thank them for providing us with unique and world-class skills to help us govern the school and keep it focused on being a leading-edge educational institution. I also want to thank the countless volunteer groups who make our school successful. And to name a few, the Guild, the Parents Committee, the Foundation Board, and the Alumni Association. This is an amazing group of very talented volunteers and dedicated people who care as well very much about this college. If you've noticed, I've used the word care many times because it is a very caring institution. And so I want to borrow from a well-known quote that I'm going to slightly amend. It takes a community to raise a child. And in our particular case, we have a very large and robust community. So to this year's graduating class, this is your day. We are very proud of each and every one of you. Please keep Ashbury with your most treasured memories for the rest of your life, and good luck in all your future endeavors. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. The day has finally arrived, June 16th, 2018. In about 40 minutes, give or take, 137 of us will walk across that stage and receive not just a high school diploma, but our Ashbury Advantage high school diploma. It's been an absolute pleasure being your co-captains for this school year. It's been a great learning experience, to say the least, and we've really enjoyed getting to know a lot of you personally. And Kenese, I must say, I started grade 9 with a crush on you, and who wouldn't, with that $1 million smile? He's blushing, you can't tell, but he's blushing. And I must say, leaving grade 12, I love you like a brother, and it's been a pleasure working with you too.
Thank you, Gabby. I love you as a sister as well, and it's been a pleasure working with you. Now, Gabby and I thought long and hard about what we wanted to say today, but before anything, we wanted to say this. Gabby and I might be the ones behind this podium speaking to you today and standing up here, but realistically, each and every one of you are standing up here with us. You have a piece that's completed our puzzle, and we would like to thank you for that, so thank you.
Now, this year at the college has been one for the books. We may not have been the same ring as the 125th class, but we are the last class in Ashbury history to have started as a group of all boys. So can we get a little round of applause for all the lifers?
But for all the students, we want to say a huge congratulations. We've done it once again. Our great success in athletics, very impressive results in academics, great community engagement, and as usual, the Ashbury never stops with its great school spirit, so good job with that as well. Gabby and I would like to give a personal reflection on our journey here at Ashbury, and please just bear with us during the reflection as well, as tears might be shed. Being a boarder during these past 4 years has been an amazing experience. A couple of weeks ago, we had our boarding dinner, the last one for me, and more tears than I would like to admit were shed. And that just goes to show how much of a family Ashbury has managed to build here in my short span of 4 years. In keeping with my dearest mother's prayers of her children being global citizens, I've not only passed through Ashbury, but I've left the college pass through me. And I'm indeed better off for it. As not only have I been educated, but I've been well schooled and I'm well prepared for life beyond the walls of this great institution. To my family, without you, I honestly don't know where I'll be right now, but with your countless hours of support, motivation, either through long FaceTime calls or long calls on the phone of you yelling at me. I'm grateful for it all, and thank you very much for that. Along my 4-year journey, I've made lasting friends and friends that have turned into family. Some of these friendships have blossomed into family ties that I trust would morph into stronger relationships well beyond my generation. And I'd like to thank the Ashbury community for giving me a place where that could be possible. I've grown up a great deal since I came here in grade 9. You know, I think back to when I started playing the game of rugby. I had no clue what I was doing, and I was terrified to step on the field because I barely knew how to make a tackle. However, with dedication, strong coaching, and new skill development each year, this year I stepped onto the field confident in my abilities, depending on how big the opposition was. But I've been able to add all the skills I've learned throughout my years here, and I've received a lot of support for that, and for that I'm very thankful. In a way, my rugby experience also reflects on my Ashbury high school experience as well. Ashbury has given us tools that we need to make the most out of everything we've been given, and for that, I'm very thankful as well. And we should learn to use that to our advantage. So once again, thank you, Ashbury.
Okay, my turn. So, when I came to Ashbury in grade 7, in the first 2 weeks of school, I think I received more homework than I ever had in my full 6 years of elementary school. I was in for a treat. And math especially was a bit of a nightmare for me. I remember the first couple of tests I got back and the look on my parents' face. We were all in for a treat. But to fix this problem, I started to go see a math tutor twice a week. And I must say 6 years later, I'm still going to see the same math tutor, but only once a week now. And I think I've gotten a bit better at math and I've enjoyed it more, right, Mr. Holman? Silence? All right. So, once I found my groove academically, I began to appreciate the value the school puts on being involved in all aspects of student life. And through that, I got to make some of the best memories in high school. It was actually my brother that encouraged me to try out for the basketball team for the second time, and I was so happy that I did so. After a long day, I was always cheered up when I got to practice with my big ballers. And while me and the bench became good friends on game day, there was nothing better than being a part of that team. In addition, playing rugby for 4 years with my sisters and touring the UK and New Zealand has brought me great memories and some very valuable lessons. I learned the importance of hard work, unity, and to never eat the cat's pierogies on game day. What Ashbury offers to its students transcends the typical athletic and academic high school experiences. Taking part in round square conferences and volunteering at the Boys and Girls Club has given me the ability to see things from a completely different perspective. Being a part of the leadership team and the friendships that I've made and the guidance that I've received from mentors, my tag teacher, other special teachers and coaches has given me the confidence to keep my head up a bit higher and speak a little louder. And for that, I'm forever grateful for. And all these experiences and relationships that I've been fortunate to create have, dare I say, been the most educational. Had I put all my focus on my academics and been too scared to try new things, I wouldn't have made all these amazing life experiences. So what I've learned is this: work hard and strive to meet your goals, doesn't matter how big they are, because you've got so many people here that are going to support you. And while you're doing that, remember that your grades don't necessarily equal life experiences. Yes, they are important, but what is really going to get you places and make you happy is your attitude, your drive, and the kindness that you put out into this world. And that what you'll look back on is, and remember is the moments you spend outside of the classroom, and those are what built my character.
In the 4 years that I've been here and the 6 years that Gabby's been here, we've learned a lot of things. But the most valuable lesson that we've learned is the importance of friendship. High school can be really tough sometimes, you know. Some people can be mean. We've all been through it. We all understand it. But high school can also be a lot of fun. And what makes it fun is those little moments that you make with your friends and those moments that you keep forever. And that's what all adds up to make your final high school experience.
It's the friend whom you exchange an embarrassed look with when Dr. Eric asks you to sing J'aime les coconuts for the billionth time. It's the friendship you create during a rugby game when you get tackled and a teammate hangs back to make sure you're okay.
That first friend you made in grade 9 who convinced you to try it for the Ashbury musical even though you can't sing or dance.
And it's also that friend that persuaded you to try out for the volleyball team, even though you really can't play volleyball. And you ended up not making the team 3 years in a row. I'm not gonna lie, that friend was Hope Brichtigar. I'm the one that didn't make the team 3 years in a row, but it's okay.
As you can tell, she's still emotionally affected by that. Or perhaps it's that moment of friendship that you shared with your friend when you dropped your first plate in McLaren Hall in front of the grade 12 section. And you must have thought then and there your life surely must be over. So when we say friendship, it's not just those friends that you hang out with on the weekends, and it's also those tiny moments of friendship like these that we've spoken about. We always tend to look back on the big moments, but we don't really focus on the small ones. It's really those little interactions that become woven together and form the fabric of our high school experience, whether we realize it now or no.
So for us grads, a lot of us will stay close, go on to be roommates or link up at Christmas break, and you'll continue to share those big moments together. But some of us will drift apart. And I hope that 15 years from now, if we bump into each other in a coffee shop or something like that, that you have the ability to look back and think of one of those tiny moments of friendship you guys shared together and smile. And for the remaining Ashburyans, look around. There's so many of you, and you guys still have so much time to create these moments of friendship together. It's exciting. So what we hope you gather from this is to not limit yourself to just your immediate friend group. Go out, join varsity sports teams, join clubs, and create those moments of friendship with everyone here.
Now, to our beloved grads, the graduating class of 2018. It's been a long time coming, and we've lost a few here and there, but we finally made it to the big leagues. So please, round of applause for the grads.
It's crazy to think that today, in about half an hour, we're going to step onto that stage as an Ashbury student and walk off of it as an official Ashbury alum. In about 2 months from now, most of us will be heading off to university, and we'll be living in a new town, and we'll be completely out of our comfort zone, and there'll be no parental supervision. Doesn't that just make you nervous? The parents, that is. But I think something that we need to remember, and it's very important, and that is yet to be old and wise, we must first be, as Snoop Dogg once said, young, wild, and free.
Now that being said, most of us will be away from our parents, but us grads will be incomplete without them. So could every parent of a graduate please stand up? Please keep standing. We want everyone to look around these parents and recognize that they're the ones that have made all this possible for us grads.
With your constant support, coming out to our games, cheering us on in all aspects of life, helping us with our homework last minute, and dealing with our stress during exams, and all around just loving us for the crazy kids that we are, on behalf of the graduating class, we thank you so, so much.
Now, coming back to our grads, our 126 graduating class is one to remember. And we highly suggest that you stay in touch with us because, we think we're going places.
We've got Sherelle lining us up for VIP Olympic parties, Molly Harmon giving us discounts on her clothes when she becomes a New York City fashion designer. And we might get the chance to say, hey, I knew Nick Paquin when he becomes the Nobel Prize winner for literally everything.
Or maybe even free tickets to see Eli Mondor perform at Madison Square Garden. Or, you know, Chris Abrahamson giving us duty-free deals when he becomes the Prime Minister of Denmark.
And maybe even some free cars from the Mirans or Dularis. Who knows? Just putting that out.
We could go on, as everyone in this grade has their own special qualities and their own unique abilities, and we know each and every one of you are going to make it in whatever it is you keep doing.
Now, grads, to conclude on a bit more of a serious note, now that we're stepping out of this Ashbury bubble, and it's a bit intimidating because we can all agree, as Drake once said, what a time to be alive.
It seems like every day we turn on the news and there's a new political scandal, environmental disaster, and another life lost too soon. And these types of problems are problems that are not going away anytime soon.
Well, we're known as the Me Generation, as the most entitled group of young people yet. So, maybe we are a bit entitled, but you know what that means? We are entitled to make a change. We are entitled to raise our voices, entitled to speak the truth, and to not let anyone get in our way while doing so. So grads, let's go out and let's do exactly that.
So to conclude, if you take anything away from our speech today, we hope it's this. Appreciate the value of friendship and go out there into the world and make new ones as much as you can. Challenge yourself beyond your academics and get involved outside of the classroom. Get involved in the school, whether it be athletics, academics, or arts. Appreciate your teachers, coaches, staff, and your parents. And remember, our graduating class is awesome.
So graduates and Ashburians and all staff, it hurts us to say goodbye to all of you, but no matter where we all end up in life, we will always have something in common. And that is where things all started for us. At this red brick building on Mariposa Avenue, at this place that wasn't only our school, but it was also our community and our home away from home, where we made some of the best memories of our lives. Thank you so much, Ashbury.
Chairs and members of the board and foundation, faculty and staff, parents, special guests, students, and of course the class of 2018. Bienvenue à tous et à toutes pour notre 126e cérémonie de clôture. We come together this morning on this traditional territory of the Algonquin nations, érigé sur des terres ancestrales algonquines. Notre école date depuis 1891. Cependant, la reconnaissance de notre histoire est seulement une partie de notre patrimoine. Thank you, Gabrielle and Kenise, for your address this morning. You've given us a window into the strong bonds that exist within the graduating class and the shared experiences and opportunities that all of our students have. You both exemplify the spirit and enthusiasm that's existed within the student body this year, so thank you for your address once again. Aux élèves, je vous félicite pour vos efforts, encore une fois, et votre progrès cette année. D'après moi, les élèves sont bien impliqués dans la vie scolaire d'une façon profonde. Vous avez vécu une variété d'activités non seulement dans les salles de classe, mais dans le sport, les arts visuels et dramatiques, la musique, et au service de la communauté régionale, nationale et internationale. L'apprentissage se voyait partout cette année avec un enthousiasme authentique. Students, you've captured much of what Ashbury has offered this year. We've heard a little bit of it already. The challenging academics, vibrant arts, music and culture, athletic competition, service to others, and an international outlook. And it's self-evident that you've been inquisitive by nature, enthusiastic, and have focused on personal best in both your academic and co-curricular pursuits. I can also attest to your depth of dialogue together, often addressing important and difficult topics in an open and importantly respectful way. All of us here hold the common connection of Ashbury to our lives, yes, perhaps at different moments in time or with different meaning and experience. But Ashbury remains a place that holds some of our basic beliefs as described in our school motto, Probitas Virtus Camitas, honesty, courage, and kindness, and one that I hope provides a compass for paths that you may choose as Ashburians. 76 years ago, Ashbury was a school of only 150 students. We're 700 now, and that included 55 students who arrived as World War II evacuees from the Abinger Hill School in England. In 1941, which was our Jubilee year, 50 years, our school captain, there was only one at the time, was a boy named Charles Burroughs. And those were precarious and challenging war years. And in his valedictory address, he spoke to the tone of those uncertain times and how with the Abinger Hill School connection and presence at Ashbury, we adopted our school motto in that year, Probitas Virtus Camitas. And in his speech, which was passed on to me by his son recently, he noted that this year, 1941, has been, of course, particularly complex. Into our midst, we have incorporated another school from another country, Abinger Hill. If we have contributed materially to their welfare, we have also learned from them and how we come together from across the Atlantic in troubled times. Nobody knows just what lies ahead for most of us. Some of us will be joining up. We hope, however, that we shall always prove loyal to those common ideals which were instilled into the minds and hearts of Ashbury's first students 50 years ago. I share this piece of school history today as Ashbury remains a place that continues to benefit from our unique demographic, and that even in times of relative peace and prosperity, we are not led to complacency or stray from our ideals that were created in times of need. Now, Ashbury will welcome the world in a different way in the fall as we host the Round Square International Conference in September. Over 400 delegates will be coming to Ashbury not as evacuees from one school, but from our network of over 150 international schools. Round Square was established under a set of ideals, also in troubled times, with a strong influence by international educator Kurt Hahn, who was instrumental in the development of the Duke of Edinburgh Awards and the United World Colleges. The conference theme that our students have chosen is Bring Your Difference, and as the host school and host nation, we will certainly celebrate the uniqueness of Canada and a view that is outwardly facing to the world. Kurt Hahn regarded the foremost task of education as ensuring the survival of the following qualities: an enterprising curiosity, an undefeatable spirit, tenacity in pursuit, readiness for sensible self-denial, and above all, as we heard from Mr. Dixon this morning, compassion and empathy. Our motto, Probitas Virtus Camitas, makes a similar call out to our students. At a school-wide level, we are always striving to ensure that Ashbury remains a dynamic center of teaching and learning, where academic life is duly complemented with experiences that deepen learning and connect students in meaningful ways. Various priorities have kept us busy this year, not the least of which is preparing for the construction of our new Center for Science and Innovation, which will begin to unfold around the corner this summer. The new space will consolidate all science and innovation offerings in one location in state-of-the-art premises for wonderful programming. And support for this project has been strong and led by our board and foundation, as well as parent and alumni communities. We are excited to see our programs in these areas thrive in these new spaces in 2019. At the same time, we've made strong headway in our financial assistance program, effectively, please listen to this, doubling our scholarship and bursary offerings over the next 2 years. All part of our campaign, which will continue to support students of need and merit coming to the school. Thank you to all who have supported our campaign to date. course, academic life remains core to our existence as a school and reinforces the sense of character and lifelong learners that we seek to instill in our students. The ever-expanding curriculum is often influenced by the swing of the pedagogical pendulum. And Ashbury is fortunate enough to have the flexibility to retain a core set of essentials while being innovative in our approaches to teaching and learning. In 1948, British writer Dorothy Sayers published The Lost Tools of Learning, which viewed, interestingly, progressive retrogression as possible and emphasized the interconnectedness of knowledge. And through this lens, I raise the seemingly obvious, the importance of retaining things like reading and writing in perhaps more traditional forms. As students learn the value of coding and navigating multiple devices, deep reading and finding time to retreat into texts will offer experiences and apertures that develop learners of all ages. The other essential tool that I reference is writing. Of course, for expression and written communication, but also looking at the benefits of preserving this fine motor skill in learning. Maria Konokova, author of Mastermind, How to Think Like Sherlock Holmes, considers in a recent New Yorker article, what's lost as handwriting fades. Striking a key or penning a character are both critical skills, with the latter too often abandoned by schools. Studies are showing that printing, cursive writing, and typing are all associated with distinct brain patterns, with writing activating unique neural circuits and contributing to both increased expression and idea generation. So as we interact with texts as readers and writers, in e-view or print view, equipping our students with new skills should not be done at the peril of discarding old ones. So graduates, your last bit of homework is to handwrite a note to someone that's made your experience special here at Ashbury, preferably in cursive. Apparently it's good for your brain. And students, the rest of the students, I'll be asking you in September, what book has opened you to a new world this summer? Il y a plusieurs groupes à remercier ce matin. En premier, nos enseignants et nos enseignantes. Please join me in thanking our teachers once again and our staff who are seated to my right. And related to my earlier comments, they are an outstanding group of educators, always bringing something new to their classes, but also reinforcing tried and tested methods and setting the foundations that our students need to succeed at each grade level and beyond. To our head of school, senior school, Mr. Godkin, to our Director of Student Services, Ms. Angelina Slater, for their passion for seeing students progress at each grade level and working with our parents and staff, to our university counseling team, Ms. Torden, Kehoe, and Johnson, for guiding graduates through the university application process. We're going to see the success of that shortly. With such precision and experience, a lot of experience brought to that process for our students. To Mr. Starosco, our Deputy Head of School and Deputy Head of Teaching and Learning, and to our entire leadership team and support staff, keep excellence at the forefront in all that we do. Merci à toute l'équipe de l'administration qui sont parmi nous aujourd'hui. So we can put our hands together for them. We've also benefited from committed volunteers within the Ashbury community. We've heard a little bit about them already, but I do want to thank our board chair, Mr. Richard Dixon, our foundation chair, Mr. James Baxter, class of '83, and many of our board and foundation members who are here this morning. And finally, to our parent community, including the Parents Committee, led by Dr. Montserrat Bouvier, and the Ashbury Guild, led by Jill Dickinson. Thank you for all of your support to these groups this year. Merci à tous les comités et au comité des parents. Now we have a number of teachers making transitions this year. Mr. Todd Lamont has headed Matthews Residence for Boys for the past 9 years, but will remain at Ashbury. And we are very thankful to him and his family for creating the home away from home that Kenny's referred to for 50 boys each year over the past 9 years. Monsieur Boulet, who we honored earlier, and I saw that was back today to join in the celebrations. Mr. Begin, Ms. Ness, Ms. Woodward, Mr. Reed, and Mr. Bailey will all be taking on new pursuits in the education sector next fall, and I thank them for their contributions to each of their respective roles. And Mrs. Ingrid Boyd was recognized on Thursday evening at the junior school closing as she retires with nearly 19 years of outstanding service to our junior school students. Just hands up, how many students were taught by Miss Boyd here? Quite a few in the group. And we want to thank her for her guidance, professionalism, and commitment to our youngest students and providing the important foundations, including creating preserved reading time for our students ahead of the senior school. And in senior school, Miss Susan Wall will also be retiring, having started at Ashbury in 1999. This is her 19th year at the school. She's a long-time department head of our science department. If you ventured down the science wing, Miss Wall's class is easily recognizable, with no shortage of resources around the room. But if you stay even for a few minutes in one of her classes, you immediately see how she challenges students in the pursuit of knowledge and inquiry. Ms. Wall is a committed IB teacher and environmentalist who bridges experiential learning with academic rigor and has established several enduring initiatives at Ashbury, including our Huntsman program in New Brunswick, the SMART team for science researchers, the Green Club, and the Willing Listener activity. Many alumni I've met attest to the foundation that she's laid for them in their next steps in science and research. So on behalf of the entire Ashbury community, please recognize Ms. Wall with me today for the impact she's had on so many students over 19 years of teaching. Could I have Ms. Wall come up, please?
That would be a tree. Actually, can it? Is it taken? So what class we
I want to recognize all the parents and those boarding and international families in attendance today. You can do a little bit of a shout out here. Anybody coming from Europe today? Any East or Western Europe? Let's hear you. All right. Central and South America. All right. Africa. All right. The Middle East. Oh, I know there's some more. Asia and the US. Okay. We are very proud to have the flags around us today to mark the nearly 60 nations. We're actually 55 this year, represented by our students. Whether you're a day or boarding parent, we are grateful to you for entrusting your children in our care. So merci aux parents. And finally, to the graduates, the class of 2018, this is a particularly special day to you, today for you. Congratulations on your successes. 100% of you have received university placement, 78% have been offered an entrance scholarship, and as a class you've chosen a unique blend of university pathways, which we're going to hear more about from Mr. Godkin. You are joining a network of nearly 8,500 Ashburians worldwide, and we look forward to hearing more about your accomplishments later in the ceremony. Merci pour votre attention. We will now turn things over to Mr. K and the Ashbury Choir. Thank you.
Let's go. Just what's inside. Let's go.
Thank you to our choir and Mr. K. We now move to our senior school academic prizes. I know some people are being replenished with vitamin D this morning. Bear with us, please. Easy to say when you're standing in the shade, I know. We're going to start with our grade 9 academic proficiency awards, and I'm asking the department heads in the senior school to assist with the distribution of these awards. If Dr. Libby Boulian could come forward, please, to assist with this first portion. And students will just be coming up here with Ms. Torton and Ms. Johnson to help collect the prizes. So grade 9 academic proficiency awards. For grade 9 English, we have Olivia Taylor. Grade 9 Core French Award, Houé Pan. The grade 9 Extended French Award, Armita Dabirzadeh. And the grade 9 French Immersion Award, Galadriel Soulard. Moving to science, the grade 9 Science Award to Ewan Butterfield, who's absent today. The grade 9 Math Award, which is the Snellgrove Memorial Prize, goes to Sasha Wachila Paitoun. The grade 9 Geography of Canada Award to Hannah Lacaire. Et le prix pour Géographie du Canada en 9e année, Adèle Chen. The grade 9 Visual Arts Award to Lilia Condé. Grade 9 Music Award, Brian Han. And the grade 10 Communications Technology Award, which grade 9 students take, Angelina Perrin and Isabel Stevens. Grade 9 Physical Education to Isabel Stevens and Luke Allen. And the grade 9 and 10 Introduction to Business Award goes to Lauren Ho. I'd ask Mr. Godkin to come forward, please, to present the grade 9 Athletics and Academics Award for the female and male student who have the highest academic achievement in academics and athletics in their grade 9 year. And this year, the award is going to Lauren Ho and Luke Allen. Luke, don't come back. Don't go far. Thank you, Dr. Boulian. Now we have multi-grade Modern Languages Proficiency Awards, which I've asked Madame Defossé to come forward to assist with these awards. And to get those students moving, we have the First Year English as a Second Language Award for Effort and Achievement to Nicola Alonso Cobo. The Introductory French Award to Elena Smirnova. The Beginner Spanish Award, Español Catalina New. The Intermediate Spanish Award to Ileana Fornes. The Advanced Spanish Award to Beatriz Daros de Oliveira Jacobs. And the Most Improved Spanish Award to Samuel Michael. Merci, Madame Defossé. And now we're going to move to grade 10. One more. We're moving to grade 10 Academic Proficiency Awards, and I'm asking Mr. Holman, our Department Head of Mathematics, to come forward to assist with the first portion of these awards. So grade 10s, they're in the shade. Grade 10 English Award, grade 10 Canadian History Award, grade 10 Music Prize, and grade 10 Physical Education go to William Corliss. And the grade 10 Physical Education Award for a girl goes to Julianne Yee. The grade 10 Core French Award is the Jobling Memorial Prize for diligent effort and achievement, and goes to Rajmi Alanga. The grade 10 Extended French Award goes to Yuan Wei. Grade 10 Immersion, French, goes to Clara Helvasser. Grade 10 Science, Lucy He. And I'm going to ask Mr. Ross Brown to come forward. Is Mr. Brown here? Yes? Coming forward. Excellent. Ross attended Ashbury from 1972 to 1979, and during his time he won numerous awards for his contribution to math, as well as placing first in Canada in the annual University of Waterloo math competition and the Canadian Mathematical Olympiad. He's going to be impressed with a student later on that I'm going to mention. He was also the winner of the Governor General's Award for the highest standing in his grade 13 year in 1979. And this year, the grade 10 Math Award, the Ross Brown Prize, goes to Lucy He. Thank you, Mr. Brown. The grade 9 to 11 Introduction to Financial Accounting Award goes to Jing Duo Gao. Grade 10 Civics Award goes to Katerina New. The grade 10 Award for Citoyenneté, Civics en Français, Juliana Yee. Grade 10 Career Studies Award to Sasha Jande. Et en français, pour 10e année, Exploration des choix de carrière, le prix est décerné à Jillian Parks. And the Hugh J. Robertson Prize for a grade 10 Canadian history student in recognition of outstanding research and essay writing. And this recognizes Hugh Robertson, who taught at Ashbury from 1968 to 1995, goes to Sophie Weeder. And 2 artists to recognize today for Grade 10 Visual Art Award, Jenna C. and Sophie Weeder. So Sophie, you can stay up here, please. And the Grade 10 Computer and Information Science Award goes to Braden Wilson. Mr. Godkin, if you could come up, please, and present the Grade 10 Athletics and Academic Award to both the female and male student who has the highest achievement in academics and athletics in Grade 10. And Braden, you're going to have to stay up here because you're one of the award winners. So congratulations to Braden Wilson and Pippa Colking. Thank you, Mr. Holman. Grade 11s, get ready. The Academic Proficiency Awards for Grade 11 start with English. The Robert G. Moore Memorial Prize for IB Language and Literature and IB Literature go to Jamie Smith and Karina Atanasio. Grade 11 Core French Award, the Grade 11 Physical Education Award, and the Grade 11 First Year Economics Award go to Adam Musani, and the Economics Award is shared with Marella Dang. So congratulations to those two. The Grade 11 Extended French Award to Zach Chaffee. The Grade 11 Immersion French Award to Carolyn Clark. The Grade 11 Chemistry Award also goes to Carolyn Clark and is shared with Hugh Deng. And the Grade 11 Biology Award also goes to Hugh Deng and is shared with Alyssa Chow. The Grade 11s have a further journey to make, so this will take a little longer. The Theory of Knowledge Prize. Hugh, you can stay with us because you're also the winner of the Theory of Knowledge Prize, so congratulations to Hugh. Grade 11 Physics, Kexin Wang. Come on board, Kexin. The Grade 11 Math Prize, the Dr. O.J. Firestone Prize, goes to Gloria Deng, who's absent today. The Grade 11 Communications Technology Award goes to Emily Schinder. The Grade 11 Technological Design Award goes to Ibrahim Al-Goshen and Raven Zhang Liu. The Grade 11 Computer Science Award to Mikhail Petitkin, who's absent today. And Grade 11 IB First Year Computer Science Award to Justin Gao. Grade 11 is taking some Grade 12 courses. Grade 12 Computer Science Award to Ramin Akavan. Grade 12 IB Computer Science Award to Helen Engelhardt. Grade 11 Economics Award and Grade 12 Business Leadership Award are both go to Kelly Godkin. Congratulations. you to Mrs. Godkin for presenting these awards. I'm going to now ask Ms. Lisa Lewicki to come forward to assist with the next awards. The grade 11 Geography Prize, the Pemberton Prize, goes to Paul Krugel. The grade 11 American History Award, the Adam Pedrosky Memorial Prize, goes to Jordi Kokonakis. The grade 11 IB First Year World History Award to Nathalie Clément. Grade 11 IB First Year Global Politics, Robin Kennedy. And the grade 11 Visual Arts Award to George Zai. Thank you, Ms. Lewicki. And if Mr. Richardson can come forward, please, for the grade 12 Academic Proficiency Awards. They'll have a shorter walk. The grade 12 English Prize, the George Drew Memorial Prize, and the grade 12 Economics Award both go to Katie Gay. The grade 12 Writers Craft Award and the grade 12 Biology Award, Ava Mearns. We have left brain, right brain all covered here. The IB English Drummond Lister Award and the grade 12 IB Global Politics Award both go to Riley Wassick. The grade 12 Core French Award, both Francais, and the grade 12 IB Economics Award both go to Chris Abramson. The grade 12 Extended French Virazenza Drew Memorial Prize goes to Marie Asensio Zayas, who's absent unfortunately today. The grade 12 Immersion French Prize, the Reina Shopoff Prize, goes to both Théo Rucco and Katfayed Soulard. The grade 12 Earth and Space Science Award, first year we've offered this course, first time award winner, and the grade 12 World History Award both go to Elias Mondor. The grade 12 IB Biology Award goes to Tanya Nguyen. Grade 12 Chemistry Award, Jacob Barbanel. Grade 12 IB Chemistry Award, Flavia Dumitrescu. Grade 12 Physics Award, the EECS Memorial Prize, Jonathan Ho. And the IB Environmental Systems Award, Katharina Oster. I'd ask if Polly Eden Walker is here for this next prize. This is the Eden Walker Prize for grade 12 kinesiology. Mrs. Eden Walker was the mother of Nicholas, class of 96, Fiona, class of 98, and Alexandra, class of 2000, and Simon, class of 2001. That's a lot of Ashburians that have come through. This year the award goes to Noah Caspi. Thank you, Mrs. Eden Walker. We'll continue with Mr. Richardson. For grade 12 math, the J.J. Marlin Prize. There's a few prizes here. The Dr. J.L. Black Memorial Prize in recognition of outstanding involvement and achievement in and contribution to mathematics at Ashbury. And the grade 12 IB Physics Award. And this student placed 4th in the world out of 1,950 participants in the University of Waterloo Physics Contest, and he thus received a certificate of distinction. All of these awards go to Nicholas Sullivan. Mr. Brown, you can speak to him after the ceremony. The grade 12 Business Leadership Award goes to Hugh Graham.
Wow, Hugh.
Thank you to Dr. Richardson as he presents his last award. I'd ask Ms. Lewicki to come back up, please. Do we have Ms. Lewicki? Yes? Excellent. So these are courses that are close to her department. Grade 12 Canadian and World Issues Award goes to Maria Asensio Zayas. She's absent today. Grade 12 Question Mondiale, World Issues en Français, Sébastien Tully. The grade 12 AD Brain Memorial Prize, named after a former faculty member, for IB Final Year World History, Lavinia Travasos. The grade 12 Sociology Award, which is the Emmy Jansen Prize for Sociology, goes to Tori Barbin. Le même cours en français pour sociologie, la meilleure note dans la section française de sociologie goes to Tom Hagigat Talab. I'm going to ask Ms. Elisa Novik to come forward to present this next prize, the Hugh Penton Senior History Essay Prize in recognition of outstanding essay writing by a senior history student. And this is in recognition of Hugh Penton, who taught at Ashbury from 1967 to 2009 and was a close colleague to Elisa Novik. And this year the prize goes to Theo Rupko. If Madame Sylvie Dupont-Kirby is here, I'd ask her to help present the next prize. This is the Michael B. Kirby Scholarship. This was established by the friends and family of the late Michael Kirby. The scholarship is awarded to a graduate of Ashbury College who has excelled in history and international relations. And this year the award goes to Lavinia Travasos. Thank you, Ms. Novik, and to Madame Dupont-Kirby for making these presentations. Congratulations to our winners. If Mr. James Baxter, class of 83, could come forward. Mr. Baxter attended Ashbury from 1976 to 83, as member and chair of our foundation board, and is the son of the late Clive Baxter. And the Clive Baxter Memorial Prize is for history and political science. And this year the award goes to Sam Taylor. If Mrs. Vicky Wildress could come forward, please, to make this presentation. This is the John K.B. Robertson Shield, and at the request of the family, Vicky Wildress has been asked to present this based on her long-term relationship with this family. The shield is awarded annually to a graduating student in visual arts who has demonstrated that creative imagination and the form of artwork speak visually and directly to each of us without translation and explanation. So Ms. Wildress, you'll present this, please, to Anastasia Gonkatarova. And if you saw her art at the art show, it was wonderful. Miss Dolman, in the artistic spirit, if you could come forward, please, for these next awards. The Grade 12 Visual Arts Award goes to Riley Wasick and Bauer Yang. And the Arts and Academics Award is awarded to the graduating student who, through their passion and skill, has made significant contributions to visual and performing arts at Ashbury College, while consistently maintaining high academic standing. And this year it's shared with Kai Eckford-Vey and Chris Gauthier. Merci, Madame Dolman. Madame Gendron will help with the next presentations for music. The Canadian Band Association Distinguished Musician Certificate for a student who has shown superior musicianship, leadership and dependability, loyalty and cooperation. Go to two students, Rashmi Angaj and Kiran Novotny. The Senior Music Prize this year goes to Helen Zhao. Helen, come forward. I'm sure she's sitting in the back. The prize for jazz performance in music goes to Tommy Sachs. The music prize for string performance, we just heard her a few minutes ago, Erin Way. And the Centennial Choir Prize for outstanding performance in choir goes to Daniel Ginga. The Music Prize for Original Composition and the Music Class of 1982 Award. Anybody here from the Class of 82? All right, we have a few. This is for outstanding involvement and achievement in and contribution to music at Ashbury in their in their final year at the school. And this year, both of those prizes go to Elias Mondor. And the Vanden Heuvel Prize for Music also goes to a graduating student, Kevin Hu. If I could ask Ms. Maynard, Ms. Kaylee Maynard, to come forward, please, for these next awards related to theater and dramatic arts. The Director's Award for Outstanding Achievement in the Performing Arts goes to Tori Barbin and Maggie McCartney. The Frank Hollington Memorial Award for Dedication and Enthusiasm in Theatre Ashbury to Bella Peters and Devan Sharma. The Richard Burrell Drama Award for Excellence in Technical and Supporting Roles, Kyler Johnson and Denise Williams. And the Best Supporting Role in Theatre Arts, Camilla Kahn. And finally, in the theatre area, the Senior Award for Excellence in the Performing Arts, Valerie Favre and Lavinia Travassos. Thank you, Ms. Maynard. Mr. Richardson, if you could come back up, please, for our debating awards. The Ross McMaster Shield for Junior Debating, Grade 10 student Jing Duo Gao. Congratulations. The Gary Horning Memorial Shield for Senior Debating, Daniel Ginga. And the Public Speaking Award to the student with the year's most notable achievement in public speaking, William Corliss. Mr. McKinnon, if you could make your way to the front, please, for our Community Service Awards. Thank you, Dr. Richardson. And the first award in community service is the Bruce M. Hicks Public Service Award for a student through his or her action has done the most to improve the conditions of disadvantaged individuals or groups. And this award is named after Bruce Hicks, who attended Ashbury from 1973 to 1979. This award goes to Leanne Gasorgas. Thank you, Mr. McKinnon. Congratulations, Leanne. The Colson Trophy was awarded to the student who has made the most extensive contribution to community service, and this award goes to Donnie Zhu. I'd ask Ms. Padme Reina to come forward to present the Lieutenant Governor's Community Service Award from the province of Ontario. The Lieutenant Governor's Community Service Award is in recognition of exemplary volunteer activity and community contributions. And this year the award goes to Yasmin Chabry. If Mr. Vidal could come forward to award the John Vidal Memorial Award, named after his father, for outdoor education. Mr. Vidal is on faculty and is a graduate of the school. And this award goes to Karis Hassani. And Ms. Wall, if you could come forward to help present this award. And this is the Environmental Leadership Award. And this year goes to Leanne Gasorgas. Congratulations to those students. Thank you to the presenters. Madame Louise de Frisco, our Director of Boarding Programs, will help present the boarding awards. The Bangko Memorial Prize for Outstanding Contribution by a Junior Boarder, grade 9 or 10, to the spirit of boarding life at Ashbury College goes to Aya Siddiqui. And the Boarder Shield is awarded to the senior student who has contributed the most to the enhancement of boarding life at Ashbury College. It goes to a graduating student who might be familiar to you, Kenise Williams. Thank you, Mr. Frisco. The Guild Awards, supported through the Ashbury Guild, will be presented by Joe Dickinson, the president of the Ashbury Guild. And there are two awards. The first is the Guild Awards for the most improved student with the greatest improvement of their overall averages from June of the previous year to June of the current school year. Mathematical improvement here, with a lot of work behind it. So we have at each grade level, in grade 9, Angelina Penne. In grade 10, Viktor Ovind. In grade 11, Erica Piker. And in grade 12, Anira Mosin. And the Ashbury Guild Awards for merit to a student from each grade for great effort. In grade 9, Jamie Turner Patrie. In grade 10, Maria Arenal. In grade 11, Regina Archundea Aranzana. And in grade 12, Nicolas Paquin. Is Mr. Teron here from the class of 1976? We will if Mr. Godkin can help present these awards. The first is the King Constantine Medal, which is presented to the student who has done outstanding service to promote Ashbury's core value of international understanding, the King Constantine Medal. And this year it is awarded to Chris Abramson. And the 1977 Cup was presented by the graduating class of 1977, is to be awarded to the graduating student who has contributed the most to the character and spirit of Ashbury College as voted on by their peers. And this year the 77 Cup goes to Kyler. Tyler's come from Cape Breton, his family's come from Cape Breton this morning, and we have the Mi'kmaq flag flying beside the Canadian flag, one of our Aboriginal groups in Eastern Canada. The next award will be presented by Vicky Wilgris, the Edwards Cup. Edwards Cup was donated by Colonel Cameron McPherson Edwards in 1925, and Vicky is the granddaughter of Colonel Edwards. And the Edwards Cup is for the student who has made the greatest contribution to the success of the inter-house program. We all know what the houses are. This year it goes to Noah Caspi. Mr. Lamont, if you could come forward. This is much anticipated, I think. This is the Wilson Shield for senior school inter-house competition. Mr. Lamont is our Director of Experiential Learning and Student Leadership. This year, the award, I'm sure you all have your predictions, with 95 points, goes to Alexander House. If Kelly McCready could come forward and the house captains Paul Hunger and Ava Murin to receive the shield. Don't be shy. Come on. Congratulations to A House. The Nelson Shield is awarded annually to the co-captains of the school in recognition of their leadership and devotion to duty. Gabrielle Hicks and Kenise Williams, go on forward. Mr. Landon, we have some athletic awards, not as many as the other night, don't worry. The Athletics Awards will start with the Roy Napier Cup, and it is a Spirit of Ashbury Sport Award awarded to the graduating student who best exemplifies the spirit of sport in Ashbury by demonstrating leadership, commitment, enthusiasm, and the highest standards of sportsmanship. And the award is named after the former headmaster of Ashbury College from 1986 to 2000, Mr. Roy Napier. And if Gabrielle and Kenise could stay back, because they are both also recipients of this award this year. Congratulations. If Mr. Southam is here, please, to help present the next awards. Mr. Southam attended Ashbury from 1961 to 1966. His father is the late Robert Southam, who attended Ashbury from 1925 to 1930. And one of the awards that he'll be presenting is the Southam Cup, but we're going to start with the Charles Rowley Booth Trophy for a student who has the highest achievement in sport and scholarship in grade 11. This trophy was established in 1960 by Mr. Rowley's wife in memory of her husband Charles, and the award goes this year to Kelly Godkin and Adam Musani. The Southam Cup, named after Rick's father, is for the male student who has the highest achievement in sport and scholarship in their graduating year. And this was donated to the school as an award in June of 1922. And the Southam Cup this year goes to Hugh Graham. The Southam Cup's equivalent for a female student who has the highest achievement in sport and scholarship in their graduating year is the Beardmore Trophy, and this year it goes to Katie Gay. Thank you, Mr. Southam. If Mr. Dixon, our board chair, could come forward for these next awards. There's some math involved in these awards because they are the Academic Proficiency Awards, the highest overall academic standing in each grade. So grade 9s, we're going to start with you. The grade 9 award winner for academic proficiency overall is Adele Chen. In grade 10, the award is Jingduo Gao. And in grade 11, the award is to Hugh Deng. Outstanding achievement for these students. If Mr. Wilcombe, Stephen Wilcombe could come forward, please, with one of our school co-captains, last year's recipient of this award, Gabby Hicks. Mr. Wilcombe, as you likely know, is a life governor of Ashbury, attended the school from 1947 to 1957. He is the grandson of the founding head of Ashbury College, G.P. Wilcombe, who founded the school 126 years ago in 1891. This is the Founders Award for Service and Effort, which was established last year. Goes to a grade 11 student who will be involved in a service project over the course of their grade 12 year. So Gabby and Stephen will help present this award. They've worked closely together on it this year. I know that one of the prizes is also the most recent book on G.P. Wilcombe. And this year the award goes to Mason Zhao. We have Mason here? Excellent. Come on up, Mason. We're into our last final awards here. I see some programs moving for some wind. We have the Headmaster's Cup, and this is awarded to the graduating student in recognition of exceptional leadership in and achievement in leadership and in character. And there are two recipients of the award this year, a long-standing award at the school, Carl Hunger and Sarah McClure. If Mr. Baxter could come forward to present the next award, which is the Baxter IB Award. This is for the highest predicted point total for the IB diploma. And this year, the award goes to Flavia Dumitrescu. And our two final awards, and I'll just describe the awards. Flavia, can you stick around? And I've asked Mr. Dixon to present these awards because they are at the top of the pile of our awards. The Ashbury College Guild Centennial Medal is for the highest academic standing in courses taken during their final graduating year. So this is for the courses taken this year in grade 12. And that goes to Flavia Dumitrescu. And the Governor General's Award, Flavia, is awarded to the graduating student, and this is given in schools across the country by the Governor General. It's awarded to the graduating student the highest average based on all marks in grade 11 and grade 12. And this year, Flavia Dumitrescu. Congratulations to all of the award winners and your patience here this morning. Remarkable achievement of our students through grade 9 to 12. I'm going to turn things over now to Mr. Godkin to present the graduating class of 2018.
What's our signature at the on stage?
So as you've heard, some of our grads or lifers started their Ashbury careers in 2004. So I had a quick look back to see what highlights from 2004 that everyone might remember. For all of our American friends in the audience, Michael Phelps set a new standard in athletic performance by winning 6 gold medals at the Athens Olympics. A kid named Mark Zuckerberg created a program called Facebook, and thus introduced us all to the world of social media. And finally, one of my favorite movies, The Incredibles. The year 2004 certainly foreshadowed what was to come. Athletic excellence, immersion in social media, and simply being incredible. Perhaps the release of The Incredibles 2 just yesterday is more than just a coincidence. I'm sure it's foreshadowing what is yet to come from the grads sitting to my right. The class of 2018 has certainly left their mark on Ashbury. All 137 grads will receive the Ministry of Education Ontario Secondary School Diploma. 42 will receive the full IB diploma, 17 bilingual diplomas, and another 48 have earned one or more IB certificates. Our graduates have accepted offers from all over Canada and the world. 5 different provinces from BC to Newfoundland, 9 different states in the US from California to Florida and then north to Vermont. As well, our grads are off to 13 different countries outside of Canada, covering every corner of the world. Australia, Denmark, England, France, Germany, Hong Kong, Ireland, Netherlands, Scotland, Singapore, Spain, Switzerland, and the US. 36% will study in the arts and humanities programs next year, 37% in science and engineering, 21% in business and commerce, and 6% in fine arts. The class of 2018, congratulations on a year of an outstanding record of achievement. I'd like to ask the following students to please stand and remain standing. Jacob Barbanel, Alexandra Ackman, Yasmin Chabry, Samir Dulari, Adam Douglas, Katie Gay, fans in the back, Jonathan Ho, William Hodgins, Matthew McGinn, Elias Mondor, Theo Rucco, and Nicholas Sullivan. These are our lifers. The boys all started in grade 4, with the girls joining them in grade 5, which is the first year of coeducation in the junior school. Please join me in congratulating them for having lived the full Ashbury experience. And as one of the parents said last night, it's really the parents who have survived the experience. The kids got to have all the fun. To all the parents, on behalf of the school and the grads, thank you for your tremendous support. We are now on to the presentation of diplomas. Jacob has the responsibility of starting us out. Jacob Harris Barbanel is off to the College of Engineering at Northeastern University, Boston, Massachusetts. Sarah Abby Khalid receives the Ashbury Bilingual Diploma and will be studying a Bachelor of Science at the University of Ottawa.
Don't forget routing for you.
Ijerim Abshiva receives the IB Diploma and will be studying a Bachelor of Law with Business at the Queen Mary University, University of London. Christopher Axel Abrahamson graduates with the IB Diploma and will be studying a Bachelor of Social Science at the University of Copenhagen in Denmark. Alexandra Desiree Ackman receives the IB Diploma, will be studying a Bachelor of Biomedical Science at the University of Ottawa. Emily Maria Mano was taking a Bachelor of Natural Sciences at Colgate University, Hamilton, New York. Absent today, Maria Elena Sanchez-Zayas will be studying Bachelor of International Relations at King's College in the University of London. Katerina Angeli Paula Auster will be studying a Bachelor of Commerce at Miami School of Business at the University of Miami in Coral Gables, Florida. Ashwin A. Godkin will be studying Bachelor of Arts at Carleton University. Tori Barbin will be studying in the Faculty of Communication Design Creative Industries at Ryerson University. Andreas Gregory Bibic receives the Ashbury Bilingual Diploma, will be studying Bachelor of Management and Organizational Studies at the Richard Ivey School of Business. Natalie DeGrover receives the IB Bilingual Diploma, will be studying Bachelor of Science and Business Administration at the University of Amsterdam. Isaac Joseph Rosen Blaine will be taking a Bachelor of Information Technology without the glasses at Carleton University. Robin Boucher will be studying a Bachelor of Arts at Bishop's University. Pierre-Olivier Boulay, who receives the Ashbury Bilingual Diploma, and will be studying a Bachelor of Social Science at the University of Toronto, Wentworth College. David Talley will be studying a Bachelor of Mathematics with Management and Finance at King's College, University of London. Alexandre Robert Carreri will be studying Bachelor of Science at Queen's University. Noah Cassidy, studying Bachelor of Arts and Sciences at McGill University. Jiang Ray Chen will be studying Bachelor of Social Sciences and Humanities at the University of Toronto, Scarborough campus. Yasmin Chabry graduates with the IB diploma and the Ashbury bilingual diploma. Will be studying a Bachelor of Science at Queen's University. Tanya Chu will be studying Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics at York University. William Shang will be studying Bachelor of Arts Management at LaSalle College of the Arts, Singapore. Kanapat Duratat will be studying Bachelor of Kinesiology and Physical Education at the University of Toronto. Jake Dennison will be studying Bachelor of Arts at Queen's University. Alexander Dickinson will be studying Bachelor of Commerce at Dalhousie University. Samir Dulari will be studying a Bachelor of Arts at Queen's University. Now the applause for Samir. Adam Paul Douglas will be studying Bachelor of Sport Management at Brock University. Sophie Marie Lynn Duguay will be studying a Bachelor of Human Kinetics at the University of Ottawa. Flavia Dumatrascu receives her IB diploma, and she will be studying direct entry medicine at the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland. Neola Clayton Duthig will be studying Bachelor of Social Science at the University of Toronto, Victoria College. Kai Eckervey will be studying a Bachelor of Commerce at McGill University. Alexandre Frederick Belen Engelman receives the Ashbury bilingual diploma and will be studying a Bachelor of Arts at Carleton University. Calvin Reed Erickson will be studying a Bachelor of Science at Norwich University, Northfield, Vermont. Valerie Agnieszka Favre receives the IB bilingual diploma and will be studying a Bachelor of North American and European Studies at Sciences Po, Reims Campus, Paris. Edie Clayton Gow receives the IB diploma and will be studying at the Jacobs School of Engineering, the University of California, San Diego. Brendan Stephen Fraser Garland will be studying Bachelor of Arts at the University of British Columbia. Leanne Francois Gasortis receives the IB diploma and will be studying Bachelor of Science at the University of Guelph. Christophe Pierre Joseph Gauthier receives the IB bilingual diploma and will be studying a Bachelor of Science at Queen's University. Katie Gay will be studying a Bachelor of Commerce at the University of Toronto, Woodsworth College. Daniel Alexander Ginga will be studying a Bachelor of Music, Vocal Performance at McGill University. Oleg Latov will be studying a Bachelor of Technology at McMaster University. Nastasia Goncharova receives the IB bilingual diploma and the Ashbury bilingual diploma. Will be studying a Bachelor of Fine Arts, Film and Video at the California Institute of the Arts. Hugh Joseph Marn Graham will be studying Bachelor of Commerce at the University of British Columbia. Alexa Isabel Grove will be studying the Bachelor of Business Management at Ryerson University. Tom Hagagat Talab will be studying Bachelor of Arts and Sciences at McGill University. Molly Catherine Harmon receives the Ashbury bilingual diploma. Will be studying a Bachelor of Fine Arts, Fashion Design at the Parsons School in New York City. William Key receives the IB bilingual diploma. Will be studying the College of Engineering at the University of California, Santa Barbara. Eseni Katarina receives the IB diploma. Will be studying Bachelor of Health Sciences at Carleton University. Gabrielle Elise Hicks receives the Ashbury bilingual diploma. Will be studying Bachelor of Arts at Queen's University. Graham Shepard Hillier receives the Ashbury bilingual diploma. Will be studying Bachelor of Business at McMaster University. Jonathan Benedict Ho will be studying Bachelor of Systems Designs Engineering at the University of Waterloo. William McNeil Hodgins will be studying Bachelor of Music, Trumpet Performance at McGill University. Kevin Hu receives the IB Diploma, will be studying Bachelor of Engineering and Applied Science at Queen's University. Carl Hunger receives the IB Diploma and the Ashbury Bilingual Diploma, will be studying Bachelor of Arts at McGill University. Haruki Isamata receives the IB Bilingual Diploma, will be studying Bachelor of Environmental Engineering at Carleton University. Tyler Johnson will be studying the Bachelor of Commerce at St. Mary's University, Halifax, Nova Scotia. Emma Louisa Jones will be studying Bachelor of Arts at Queen's University. Maximilian Grant Otto Kellen will be studying Bachelor of Science at Memorial University, St. John's, Newfoundland. Elias James Carrick will be studying Bachelor of Arts at Queen's University. Daniel Cactus will be studying Bachelor of Arts at York University. And Dina Cactus will be studying Bachelor of Commerce at the University of Ottawa. Brian Tai-Yuen Lai will be studying Bachelor of Visual and Performing Arts and Studio Art at the University of Toronto, Scarborough campus. Yeva Latna will be studying Bachelor of the History of Art at Goldsmiths, the University of London. Maria Julia Lepaspi-Pot receives the IB Bilingual Diploma, will be studying Bachelor of Arts at McGill University. Anne Joy Lavallee receives the Ashbury Bilingual Diploma and will be studying Bachelor of Arts at McGill University. Anna Ingrid Pruden Lepso will be studying Bachelor of Commerce at Queen's University. Kira Linde receives the IB Diploma and will be doing a dual degree Bachelor of Science and Commerce at Australia National University, Canberra, Australia. Yushin Liu receives the IB Diploma and will be studying the College of Literature, Science, and the Arts, University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. Tamara Lewis Otero will be studying Bachelor of Health Sciences at Carleton University. Youngji Liu will be studying Bachelor of Arts at McGill University. Lauren Elizabeth McDonald will be studying Bachelor of Liberal Arts and Sciences in the Business Stream at Wake Forest University, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Sarah McClure receives the Ashbury Bilingual Diploma, will be studying Bachelor of Arts at the University of Toronto, St. Michael's Campus. Sean Singh Mahal will be studying Bachelor of Science at Queen's University. Ivana Marchenko will be studying Bachelor of Arts at McGill University. Justin Rowan Joseph Marcon will be studying Bachelor of Engineering and Applied Science at Queen's University. Elide Margaret McCartney receives the IB Bilingual Diploma and the Ashbury Bilingual Diploma, will be studying Bachelor of Social Sciences at the University of Ottawa. Bridget McElliott will be studying Bachelor of Commerce at Ryerson University. Matthew William McGinn will be studying Bachelor of Arts at Bishop's University. Johann Christian Mecklenburg receives the IB Bilingual Diploma, will be studying Bachelor of Humanities at Carleton University. Ava Janice Mearns will be studying Bachelor of Commerce at McGill University. Mariana Melissa Millen will be receives the Ashbury Bilingual Diploma and will be studying Bachelor of Science at McGill University. Amira Molson receives the IB Diploma and will be studying a Bachelor of Social Sciences at the University of Toronto, Mississauga campus. Elias Philip Mondor will be studying Bachelor of Health Sciences at Carleton University. Gayla Morrison receives the IB Diploma and will be studying Bachelor of Computer Science at the University of Ottawa. Viet Nguyen receives the IB Bilingual Diploma and the Ashbury Bilingual Diploma and will be studying Bachelor of Science at McGill University. Tanya Nguyen receives the IB Diploma and will be studying Bachelor of Medical Sciences at Western University. Christopher O'Donoghue will be studying Bachelor of Arts in Communication at Ryerson University. Karita Enome Oko-Obo will be studying Bachelor of Health Sciences at the University of Ottawa. Eniola Anira Osi Baluwo will be studying Bachelor of Health Sciences at the University of Waterloo. James Pan receives the IB diploma and will be studying a Bachelor of Applied Science at the University of British Columbia. Nicholas Alexander Pacan will be studying Bachelor of Applied Science at the University of Waterloo. Maya Anna Police receives the IB Bilingual Diploma and will be studying a Bachelor of Arts at McGill University. Matthias Peterson will be studying Bachelor of Commerce at the University of Ottawa. Lane Victoria Retchen will be studying at the College of Arts and Science, Liberal Studies at New York University. And me, Juliette Retchen, will be studying the Bachelor of Fine Arts, Fashion Design at Parsons, the New York School, New York City. Hope Noor Richtigar receives the Ashbury Bilingual Diploma and will be studying Bachelor of Commerce at Dalhousie University. Christian Ringwald will be studying Systems Integration at Schwabisch Hall College, Heidelberg, Germany. Julia Marie Robinson will be studying Bachelor of Media Production and Design at Carleton University. Diego Alfonso Ruiz Herbert will be studying Bachelor of Law in International Affairs at San Pablo University, Madrid, Spain. Teo Arthur receives the IB Bilingual Diploma and the Ashbury Bilingual Diploma. Will be studying College of Engineering at the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. Receives the IB Diploma. Will be studying Bachelor of Commerce at the University of Ottawa. Terrell Samuel Chavan receives the Ashbury Bilingual Diploma. Will be studying at the Faculty of Arts and Sciences, Harvard University. Bachelor of Commerce at Carleton University. Jocelyn Esther Shank will be studying College of Pharmacy at Southwestern Oklahoma State University, Weatherford, Oklahoma. Receives the Ashbury Bilingual Diploma. Will be studying Bachelor of Arts at Bishop's University. Receives the IB Diploma and will be studying Bachelor of Civil and Environmental Engineering at the Georgia Institute of Technology, Atlanta, Georgia. Rachel Nicole Smith will be studying Bachelor of Science at Queen's University. Dorsa Soltaninia receives the IB Diploma and will be studying a Bachelor of Life Sciences at the University of Toronto, University College. Peo Song will be studying at the School of Communication and Journalism, the Chinese University of Hong Kong. Pat Kayal Sumar receives the IB Bilingual Diploma and the Ashbury Bilingual Diploma. Will be studying at the Weiss School of Natural Sciences, Rice University, Houston, Texas. Michael Robert Sterling II receives the Ashbury Bilingual Diploma. Will be studying the Bachelor of Business at McMaster University. Salim Mohammed receives the IB Diploma and the Bachelor of Arts at the University of British Columbia. Nicholas Matthew Sullivan receives the IB Diploma and will be studying Bachelor of Integrated Science at McMaster University. Angus Kirby will be studying Engineering, Mathematics, and Technology at the Technical University of Denmark. Michaela Tang will be studying Bachelor of Arts at the University of British Columbia. Samuel William Richard Taylor receives the Ashbury Bilingual Diploma. Will be studying Bachelor of Public Affairs, Policy and Management at the House of Commons, and the House of Commons Page Program, Carleton University. Amon Smithson, who's not here today, receives the IB Diploma and will be studying Bachelor of Business Admin at International Finance at Geneva Business School, Switzerland. Lavinia Travasas receives the IB Diploma, Bachelor of Arts at McGill University. Sebastian Tooley receives the Ashbury Bilingual Diploma. Will be studying Bachelor of Commerce at the University of Toronto, Victoria College. Receives the IB Bilingual Diploma. Will be studying Bachelor of Management and Organizational Studies at Western University. Receives the IB Diploma. Will be studying Bachelor of Economics and International Relations at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland. Erin Grace Whiting receives the IB Diploma. Will be studying Bachelor of Journalism and Humanities at Carleton University. Erin, if you want to exit back to the right, make it much easier. Erin just had surgery last Friday. Grace Ann Watt will be studying Bachelor of Arts at Queen's University. Samantha Clara Weisenthal will be studying Bachelor of Nursing at McGill University. Isaac Malik Williams will be studying Bachelor of Arts at Florida A&M University, Tallahassee, Florida. Kenise Shadeen Moyes Surlua Williams will be studying Bachelor of Biomedical Engineering at Ryerson University. Yushin Wu will be studying Bachelor of Commerce at Queen's University. Chen Yu John Zhu will be studying Bachelor of Computer Science at Carleton University. Shikako Yamamoto will be studying Bachelor of Social Sciences at the University of Toronto, Scarborough campus. Wanning Yang receives the IB Bilingual Diploma and the Ashbury Bilingual Diploma. Will be studying Bachelor of Life Sciences at the University of Toronto, Woodsworth College. Alex Yao will be studying Bachelor of Social Sciences at the University of Toronto, Mississauga campus. Eileen Yaskell will be studying Bachelor of Commerce at Concordia University. Ryan Zanganay receives the IB Bilingual Diploma. Will be studying Bachelor of Human Kinetics at the University of Ottawa. Roman Zaslevitz receives the IB Diploma. Will be studying the Bachelor of Business Technology Management at Wilfrid Laurier University. Come on! Anton Zhang receives the IB Diploma. Will be studying Bachelor of Journalism at Carleton University. Henry Zhao will be studying Bachelor of Commerce at the University of Ottawa. And Wanji Jack Zhang will be studying Bachelor of Management, University of Toronto, Mississauga campus. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class of 2018.
If I could ask everybody to just stand up, you can have your cameras ready. I know it's been a hot morning, but we've had an incredible morning here at the school. Thank you again to our student musicians, to Mr. McConnell and our food services team at Brown's. There'll be some refreshments after, to Mr. Goodwin and his team for helping set everything up today. I'd ask the graduates to remove their ties, and on the count of 3, you may throw them in the air as I declare the 2017-18 school year over, extending all good wishes to our graduates. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations. Have a great summer, everyone. Bon appetit.
What? I don't want it? Oh, okay. It's like trapped. Look at it. It's falling apart.
I'm taking my time.
Oh, that one.
Feedback. Thank you. Are you surprised that I'm still tell about this handshake thing?